Well, both Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump have their sights set on Virginia, a state which was, until 2008, was Republican stronghold in presidential elections. Now Virginia's 13 electoral votes are in play. Here to weigh in on the campaign, Tommy McNeil, state capitol reporter in Richmond, Virginia. Tommy, thank you for joining us. The more research we've done in Virginia, it's actually fascinating because, like we had mentioned, it had historically been a red state and then a blue state, and now this year it's really up for grabs. I want to put up an Emerson poll where we can see that Clinton is just slightly ahead according to some of this local polling. But if Trump was about to lose Virginia, you certainly wouldn't know. He was there on Tuesday. He spent more than $2 million on ad campaigns there. I'm curious as to the ground game of both these candidates right now.
I think what you're going to see, particularly with Donald Trump, he's going to focus on two areas. He's going to focus on jobs, and he's also going to focus on the military community. Virginia's a military state, especially in a Virginia Beach, Hampton Roads area. Hillary Clinton, Secretary Clinton, is not gaining much ground in that area. So he's going to focus on that. In addition to that, where I think that Hillary Clinton and the Democrats are losing ground is in South and Southwest Virginia. Why? Is because that's coal country, and it's economically distressed. Although Virginia is doing well when it comes to unemployment figures, those areas are really taking it on the chin. And the current administration is moving away from coal and coal production. That area is looking for someone to solve their problems. And so Donald Trump is turning to that group, hoping that they'll move in his direction if they haven't already.
Is she spending time there? Is she even trying to get that vote, or are you not seeing her presence there?
To my knowledge, I've been to one Hillary Clinton event. I've been to two Donald Trump events, and they've been, whether it's Mike Pence or Donald Trump, they've made more attempts to grab Virginia than Hillary Clinton has. Senator Tim Kaine has been making his way through. Richmond is his home city. So he's been making his way there, and I suspect that we'll be seeing them more in the next few weeks.
When we look at the grand scheme of things, some of these swing states are obviously important every election cycle, but this year more so than ever, arguably. Is there other states that Virginia mirrors? When we look at the electorate, you know, what are the voters looking for, and do other states look like that as well?
I think when you look at Virginia, when you look at Northern Virginia, you know, there's an ongoing joke that Northern Virginia is its own state. So you've got Northern Virginia, you've got Central Virginia, you've got Western Virginia, Southwest Virginia, and you've got rural Virginia. And I think when you look at it as a whole, that is a representation of the entire country. So if you want to know what the people are thinking, you want to gauge what Virginians are thinking.
I had read actually one piece, a local piece, where a commentator said the state of Virginia will be won or lost in Northern Virginia. Why is that? And is that just a very small demographic? And what do those voters want?
No, that's huge, because Northern Virginia is a Democratic stronghold. And without Northern Virginia, in many instances, most Democrats probably wouldn't be able to hold Virginia. I believe that with President Obama, then candidate Obama in 2008, he did several very smart things. One, he came to Virginia several times. Two, he talked about using Virginia as kind of an example of how he would run the entire country. Three, you had Tim Kaine, Jim Webb, and Mark Warner. He was vetting all three of them as potential vice presidential candidates. In addition to that, he doubled down on that by making Tim Kaine the DNC chair. So he showed that he had some interest in Virginia, and I think that is what got
paid off.
Virginians interested in him.
I wish we had more time. Tommy McNeil, thank you so much. It's really interesting as we break down these swing states because there's these nuances in every location that are fascinating, and that these candidates have to please these voters, so it's interesting. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.